Howdy. Sunday, taking the boy for a nice little walkie. It's a good day, man. Sister came over last night, so we're just talking, things are happening in our life. So just talking, getting things taken care of, but just what I'm learning in this whole experience, is that you got to be solid with your priorities. You have to be solid with your character. Yeah, I do lash out at times because, I don't know, I just do. And because it's a selfish act on my behalf, right? I only can be there for somebody as much as I can, I could support, I could help. I can't fix them, we need to learn how to live through whatever experience we're going through and just learn from it. I don't know how, I learn in my own ways. Everybody has their own little brain and they learn their way to get through things, right? Whether it's drugs, coping, alcohol, crying, I don't know, because my mom's been crying a lot because, things are happening with my family and it happens, and it hurts to see my mom, freak out and stuff like that. But, I got to be the solid one to build my character. I got to be the solid one to be able to take all that pain for her and just let it be, and not lash out at her and just let her do what she needs to do to cope with it, right? I have no control over what she's going through internally. I know that it's going to affect me one day when she dies, so I only can imagine, right? But I know that we all must go and people just deal with things in a different manner, right? My mom would, she would maybe go get high or something, and she doesn't do that no more. So now she's just feeling every emotion, and that's a good thing. Because we all are humans, we all have emotions, we all have ways that we deal with certain things, and I'm learning just to be strong for myself, and not only for myself, but for my mother too, and my family, right? I need to be the solid one. I need to be the man to take all the pain and just eat it up. And that's what I'm doing, and I need to learn how to, which I've been learning, how to not be so selfish and not how to be just lashing out at her because she's going through her own thing. And I don't think that's good for her mental, So I'm just learning through this whole process, this whole experience of life that we are all living in. I can do my best, but I need to just be aware of me. Why do I lash out like that at people? Or why do I do this sometimes? And why do I do that sometimes? And I'm just learning, I cope with it. I walk and I work out. That's how I cope with it, right? Instead of going to get drunk or something, I just go in the backyard, do some push-ups or something, and just walk. And I cope with it, man. It's just sometimes we take on too many things and we don't know how to deal with it, and we don't know how to we overextend ourselves, man, and we forget about ourselves, is all I'm saying. Sometimes we do need to be selfish. Sometimes we need to think about ourselves, our mental health, our health. Because, we don't have much time on this earth, and we want to experience things we can experience. And I think my mom's realizing that she's taking on too many assignments, and she needs to look out for herself. Money isn't everything, When you think about money all the time and not your mental health or your health in general, then it's not a good thing, man. But we're getting through it. We're coming out stronger, coming out better, coming out more focused, and coming out more aware. And I'm just learning so much, man, just about myself, my character, and I have a lot of flaws in myself, but we all do. We all do, we all have flaws. We all have certain things that we're so unaware of, and the more that I just become aware of me and my reactions to certain things, because I don't know how to cope with certain things, I just get angry about it. It's not a good look at all, because I am the man of the house and I'm the man of the family. Well, not just the one man, but maybe I just put the priority on myself and the responsibility on myself because I'm supposed to, right? I'm supposed to help out. I'm supposed to do this and I'm supposed to do that. But the reality is, I do need to look within myself and override these emotions that pop up at certain times that I don't want to pop up, When I lash out, sometimes I need to be more aware of it. And I make videos like this all the time because it's so true within myself. But I know I'll be okay because I'm on the right path. That's all I can say. I can use all these fancy words, spiritual path, blah, blah. I'm just on the right path. I'm on the inner awareness path, the inner world path, because everything, all the enemies are within you, nobody else. So when you get mad, that's your enemy. When you just don't sit there and just, process things, that's your enemy, because we're so reactive to certain things. Well, I am. I can't speak for the next person, but I am. And I know what I need to do, so I'm going to keep doing it and keep practicing and keep processing things. So anyway, have a good Sunday. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.